A very warm welcome to you, ladies and gentlemen, to our forum entitled New Digital Work. My name is Ernst Hartmann of the Institute of Technology in Berlin, rather the Institute for Innovation and Technology of Berlin. I am leading you through our agenda. Today I'm very happy to see the turnout. Many young people in the audience, because this is about the future after all. Thank you very much for being here. Very happy to see that. Everybody talks about new work at the moment, whether this be in the media, where questions are discussed, such as working from home, desk sharing, 4-day work week, and so on. All of which is important, of course, being flexible at work. However, we're having a more specific view on the topic that is called new digital work. Which new opportunities may arise? Which new risks are we going to face due to a higher degree of digitalization? So that should be pertinent to this forum, and I can promise to everyone that this is not going to be monotonous and technological, but we're going to take a holistic approach. And this is how we have set up this program, this agenda. We're starting with a keynote on organization and staff. So how can we enable people to become a part of such transformation processes? We're going to hear from Ms. Simone Kaufeld of the Technik University of Braunschweig. After that, we're going to have a panel discussion with an array of different characters on the topic of where are the companies at nowadays. We have invited some guests who are going to be qualified to say something on the topic. This also includes the presentation titled 5G Troisdorf, which is also on this question. After that, we're going to have a more precise view carried out by Aniela Meyer of the Karlsruhe Institute of Technology, the KIT, what new technologies can be expected through immersive new technologies, referring to such technologies giving me the impression of being somewhere else, in a faraway or in a virtual or mixed reality, to have such perceptions and to interact with it, and what does this mean for modern work. Then my colleague Anne Busch-Heitzmann will be interviewed on new forms of collaboration and communication, which is also on the topic of how the companies have perceived all of these processes due to the pandemic. What has this triggered? Since many people had to do virtual work, how did the companies handle it? What happened? Similar to this is going to be the presentation by Gina Glock of the Technical University of Dresden. She's going to speak to us about the ability to innovation in the production industry. There are some very interesting empirical findings that she will present to us. And we will see that those are connected to a large extent to the staff, which doesn't come as a surprise. At the end of the day, I'm going to give you a summary on everything that we will have heard by then. This is a quick overview for you, what the topics are and what different facets we're going to look at. Digital sovereignty. Of course, that's a difficult term, but I mean, the contents are easy. It refers to the ability of companies, also small and medium enterprises, as well as the staff, to employ digital technologies, also advanced, complicated digital technologies, such as artificial intelligence, to use it in a competent and sovereign manner. What requirements do we need to fulfill in order to enable them to do so? So we have this matrix of 3 per 3 items. So this is not just about technology, but it is also about people, their capabilities, their skills, which they may need to acquire, existing skills, but it's also about the organization as to how the company is organized. Do they allow for it? Do they encourage you? Do they make it easy for you? Do they facilitate your learning opportunities? Gina Glock is going to speak on this as well. So we have these 3 pillars, so to speak, 3 columns. Well, the columns, rather, they're about transparency. Is it transparent, what I'm looking at? Do I understand how this artificial intelligence works, more or less? Will I receive any information? Also, does the artificial intelligence tell me to what extent it is sure of what it's doing? How transparent is the organization? And how well can I look through things? How well can I understand things with my existing knowledge? It is also about security. Have I received training to a point where I can be certain of what I'm doing? Will I receive the result that I wanted to achieve? That highly depends on the technology. Then the last column would be freedom of action, because it's always good to be aware of different pathways, depending on the situation that you're facing. Of course, that also depends on your skills and what the technology allows you to do. That is what we're going to speak about today. So everything that will happen over the coming 2.5 days, you will be able to position in this table. What was important to me was to not just look at technology, but also the overall field, including people and organization. And we're looking at these 3 columns: transparency, confidence of action, and freedom of action.